Here we go. First Rigs of Rods event on the channel. First event on the channel. Pretty sure that I'm commentating on. Is getting a nice wheelie. There is Northern Nightmare. This is the one that Garrett Hansen made. Getting a nice jump off the side of, that. Hitting the tabletop, I believe this is. I'm just going to call it that. Probably should have looked that up. Now I'm hoping that this time it actually records the audio and not just the game volume, because that was a nice bicycle move right there. Spent about 20 minutes trying to figure it out. This time it should work. No problem. Hopefully the game audio isn't too loud, but hopefully it's not too quiet. I'll have it all set up how it needs to be. And the next event, I think it's going to probably be like a 4-part series. Probably 4 or 5 trucks. About it. The World Finals isn't necessarily going to be the final event. Which kind of doesn't make sense because it's called the World Finals, but it's not good for the encore that I want to put. So, hopefully that didn't spoil too much. Hitting the cars right there. Getting some huge air off of, like I said, I believe it's the tabletop. Going to hit the back side of this, not necessarily center part of this jump right here. Going over to hit the racing lane, yes. Getting a nice slap wheelie off of that hit. Filled time already. That felt like it was nothing, as that must mean the run was pretty decent. As he's lining up for a backflip, gets shoved off to the side, tries putting it in reverse, saves it. Anything now is just for you guys watching this video. Getting a huge jump off of that tabletop. For the record, I am terrible at commentating stuff. And so, yeah. Getting a nice slap wheelie off of that hit. Hitting the racing lane again. Directly into that tabletop. Probably not even a tabletop, but like I said, I'm going to call it that. As Northern Nightmare goes over. Slammed into the wall, and that'll be the end of Northern Nightmare's run. We've now got Whiplash coming out. First hit gonna be, I believe, the same as Northern Nightmare's, hitting the tabletop. Really need to look that up before I start the next recording. That's gonna hit the jammer now. And getting a beautiful slap wheelie off of that hit. Technically I'm not supposed to be making this video right now, because it really should be on BeamNG. But BeamNG trucks, they're kind of broken right now. They stall, or they just stop working, like the engine goes out after like a minute and 40 seconds or so. That's what I've noticed. Anyways, hitting the back side of the center jump, getting some huge air and a nice bit of distance off of that too. Going into a donut, careful not to go off the edge though, because that could really bite. Flung up a lot of dirt right there, hitting the racing lane now. Not quite getting a slap wheelie off of it. And there will actually be racing in the final event. It might end up being the World Finals just because I like, that style of racing. Swinging it into another donut, probably not the greatest in terms of score. Hopefully that notification didn't just pop up at the bottom of the screen for you guys too. I don't even really know who that person on Steam is. Getting a nice bicycle move off of that. Going for the backflip ramp now. Gonna corkscrew it. Can they land it? Yes! They land it. Voice Crack Central out here. And that was great commentary, actually. Just kidding. Taking a hard hit off of that. And oh, in a bit of trouble. Can they save it? No, wait, yes! Pulling it into a slap wheelie. And nosediving, takes a hard hit, saves it again. And that'll be the end of Whiplash's run. Here comes Hotline Miami now, as this truck is a custom by Zonar, not Sonar, but I guess Zonar. As Hotline Miami, first time I'm seeing this truck, as gets into a really nice slap wheelie right there. Gonna go for the backside of that center jump, getting a bunch of air and distance off of that. About to go into the wall, backs out of it. That might hurt his score depending on if the judges really care about that or not. Probably not though. I mean, what is this? Real Monster Jam? If it was real Monster Jam, it would suck right now. Getting a nice stoppy reverse wheelie into a... What was that? As getting some nice air off the back of that center jump. Was stuck in neutral, I think. Into a donut in second gear. Not much you can really do with that though. Going for a really early backflip here. And is going to overshoot the backflip. Cannot save it though. Too bad their run had to end so early. Maybe next event though. There's always next time. Here comes that Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. As you can see the chassis not quite working there. I'll probably have to just go into paint.net and fix that later. Might just be a problem with it, although the shocks do look amazing with that gold color. As I've never really noticed this truck to look like this before, but maybe it's just something about the track, but probably not though. Had a nice stoppy and reverse wheelie, didn't quite get out of neutral in time though. As gonna hit the backflip ramp. No, not yet. Almost bumping into the wall, might have bumped into the wall. Is not quite gonna get a slap wheelie right there, hitting the tabletop. Nice oh! Did not mean for that to sound like I said oh, but you know, that's what it did. Oh, bumping into the wall. Surprised they didn't shut him off right there. Getting another nice stoppy off of that. Whoever's driving this truck has great balance, that's for sure. Now it looks like he's going for the backflip ramp. That's hitting that into a consecutive backflip. Triple! Can't save it! Wait, has a chance, but no, can't save it. Another truck over just a little bit too soon. Here comes Gravedigger now, onto the track. Getting some huge air off of the tabletop right there. I'm just going to come to the conclusion that that is the tabletop. And be done with it. As going to bump into the wall, backing out of it though. Going to hit the jammer now. Perfect positioning to get a slap wheelie. Rides it all the way across the track, but can't quite hold it. As bumping into the wall twice. Getting a lot of distance off of that jump. Avoiding the jammer right there. swinging around into a donut, getting some nice donuts right here. Like trying to do second gear donuts, but it just didn't want to. The truck didn't want to work in second gear. As that sounds like they were stuck in neutral right there. Hitting the racing lane, getting a nice slap wheelie off of it. Getting a good second gear donut right there, just not lasting very long. Getting a weird jump off of that, going over. Can they save it? No, yet again, another driver going over soon. Way too soon. Here comes Avenger out onto the course. Max D might not be able to make it because of a crash in racing that you guys will not see, because, you know, I don't know how to edit racing and stuff. But Max D might make it back. Depends on how good his crew can do. Gonna go for the racing lane now, getting some huge air off of it. Getting a nice slap wheelie right there. Going for the cars now. Getting a decent bit of air, landing on the tabletop. Comboing that into a hit on the jammer. Spinning around and hit the jammer again. Has done a slap wheelie that all the way across the track. What a good wheelie that was. Not gonna bump into the wall, it looks like. Like lining up to the back of that center jump. Getting some huge air. This is not going to be good. As they shut him off. Will they let him refire though? That's the question. Sounds like they let him turn back on. As he's got to be angry after that. Probably wanted just a huge sky wheelie off of that. But instead went into like a front flip motion. As getting another nosedive out of a jump. As keeping it under control this time. Going for the backflip this time. As gonna successfully land it, although it took a hard hit. Ending off his freestyle with a crazy flip into the stands. And that's going to be the ending of the run for Avenger. As we've got Metal Militia out here. A lot of trucks. Going to take a while to edit. I think I'll probably have to edit it sometime tomorrow when I'm actually allowed to be on the computer. As gonna swing that around, going for the backside of the center jump, getting some nice air off of the back of that. As gonna go maybe for the racing lane. Yes, gonna go for the racing lane, getting a long jump off of that. Not quite going to pull it into a slap wheelie because he didn't have the distance left to do so. As going to pull that into a weird nosedive. As going to save it. As he's going to go off the side of the racing lane. Maybe tried to bicycle. But if so, epically failed. I was gonna twist that thing mid-air with a really hard hit into a small slap wheelie though. Had a nice second gear donut going there. Goes for the backflip ramp and lands it almost perfectly. as I actually have a major headache right now, but I'm bored and can't go in my room because apparently ants have decided they want to infest it. And by infest, I mean like there's a few of them, but like, you know, they're open ones. There's actually not that much in there for them to really want, so I don't know their problem is. As Metal Militia filling freestyle is going to go over. Has anyone filled their whole entire clock yet without going into the wall or flipping? No, not quite yet. As our final truck out more than likely will not be Max D. As surprisingly, Max D has made an entrance, but there's still one more truck that needs to perform. As this is an older style Max D, because they're trying to save something for as long as possible, hoping to use some older Max D trucks. Probably won't be able to go too big, but we'll be able to do a lot for you guys. At least that's what they're hoping. As you know, these older style trucks aren't really built to handle the massive air that they get as Monster Jam drivers now, although these trucks have taken a beating before. So hopefully can last them the rest of the night. As gonna swing it around, taking a hard hit on that left front tire, hitting the back of the racing lane now. As going over and saves it without any effort whatsoever. It's what these maximum destruction trucks are made to do. This takes a really hard hit, but had the presence of mind to switch to second, or not second gear, to reverse and then switch it back to drive as it gets stuck in neutral. As swings it around into a weird looking donut right there, but I guess it works. As might be going for the backflip. As gonna stay over on his lid, not able to save it. There's one more truck ready to come out though. As I might have to switch to a new version because it looks like we've got some texture errors going on. As Pennzoil injection, I guess it is, gets a nice hit off of the tabletop and then gets a nice slap wheelie going right there. Probably will have to switch to a version like 0.39 like I'm used to using, where if a truck has a texture error, it's just not going to load in. As going to hit the back side of this tabletop. For all we know, that is the front side. I don't really know. It's going to floor it into the back of that center jump, doing the same thing Avenger did, getting shut off. And it sounds like he's going to start up again. Hits the tabletop. I might have called this the center jump last time around. Hopefully I didn't though, as takes a hard hit. Seems like once your truck takes a hard hit on the front end, it just keeps wanting to do it. That time it was a hard hit on the back end though. Takes another semi-hard hit on the front. Thought maybe he was going to go for a backflip right there, but he didn't. As going to swing it around. Possibly trying to get to the backflip ramp in time. Will this count? as yes, it will. As that's going to be it for bonus time. As well, we can either do this one of two ways. We can count that as the end of bonus time or the end of a 2-minute clock. I'm not going to add a clock either way, but as going to go over to end off this freestyle event. Hope you guys enjoyed. There will be more in the future. This probably won't come out until the 12th, but it might come out the 14th. Or not the 14th, the 11th. As there might be some new trucks, there might not. As we progress, more and more trucks will join until the end, where the track is still unknown. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace.